Loops in Python set number 6. Programs continued from the program list. And where is the program list? Here is the program list. And so this time also I have chosen to color the program number which we are going to do now. Because last time we saw program number 5. Therefore this time we will see program number 6. It says find the sum and product of factors of a number excluding itself. Excluding itself is to be followed only because it has been given. First, let us see what it says and how to do that. So the program code is present here in front of you. Don't look at the program if you want to do it yourself and then cross-check the program. But if you need to help yourself, you can then look at the program. I'm going to explain it for the ones who need the explanation. The previous program had shown how to print or how to access the factors of a number. So this program, which is about finding the sum and product of the factors of a number, so we are going to consider the modification on the previous program. So this time it begins with enter the number, then we need one variable to store the sum and one variable to store the product. In order to store the sum, it should begin with 0. In order to store the product must begin with 1. If we begin product with 0, then the entire final product will become a bigger 0. Do you know that? You should be knowing that. Now, sum f is going to store the sum, pro f is going to store the product, right? For f in range 1 to the half of it. Now, the story of half has been explained in program number 5 in detail. Why are we considering the half of the number? It is because if you notice, then you will find that between 1 less than the number and 1 more than the half of the number, there cannot exist any factor. If you look at the maths and notice that if I look at any number, the second largest factor other than itself is the half of the number, right? So we can avoid verifying the numbers on the second half. That means above the half of the number till itself to be tested for being a factor. That reduces the work. There is one more further optimization that you can think about later with little higher programming. So, what we do here is we test the numbers. If any one of them is found to be a factor, if it is found to be a factor, then n mod f will be 0. If you divide the number by f and check the remainder, it will come to 0. That 0 will indicate that f is a factor. If f is a factor, then sum f adds the factor to it and product f multiplies the factor to it. That means sum goes on adding the factors one by one and pro f goes on multiplying the factors one by one, and finally both of them give the result. The result is printed only one time, therefore the result is out of the margins, indented margins, both for if and for. So they break the margins of both if and for, right? So let me come to the output for this now. Here is the first output. You can see the number is n and number n is 6, and for 6 the sum of factors of 6 excluding itself, as the question had said, is 1 plus 2 plus 3, because 2 is a factor, 3 is a factor and 1 is a factor. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 gives us 6, and coincidentally product of factors, that is 1 into 2 into 3, that also gives 6, right? Then I will choose the next number. The next number of my choice is 10. Just check it out. For 10, you see the sum of factors. I think you should be knowing the factors are 1, then 2, then 5, and then 10 itself, which is not to be included. So 5 plus 2 plus 1 comes to 8. That is the sum. And 5 into 2 into 1, that comes to 10. So it coincidentally is the product of the number, factors of the number is equal to the number in this case. And then I take one more example. This time I'll take 12. If I take 12, just see what is going to happen. Oh, you can see the sum of factors. That is for you to do. List the sum of the factors, cut 12 out, the other factors, and then add them, check the value, multiply them, check the value. And in this way, this program can be tested by you also. Rewrite the program all by yourself and put a smile on your face if you understand it. Otherwise, keep on doing it. Okay?